Pronto, Vincenza.
Pronto, Randy, and welcome everyone to Pronto Podcast. And this is our 18th
Wow.
episode of our lifestyle podcast where we like to talk about all the beautiful things life has to offer: fashion, self-care, goals, inspiration, favorite memories. Oh, we talk about it all, but we love it, right?
Yeah.
How are you, Randy?
Really good. This episode's going to be really sweet. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Oh, yes. Definitely sweet for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
But before we dive into how sweet this episode is going to be, how was your weekend?
Really good. I we had a photo shoot
Hmm.
yesterday.
Okay.
So I was at the salon from 8 o'clock until like 6.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you had a long
Yeah.
day, but it was
It's
very
beautiful.
productive.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what was the photo shoot for?
We just give the artists opportunities to
Hmm.
create like outside of what they do every day. So
Okay.
like avant-garde or like anything they want to do, but it's special.
Exciting,
Yeah.
exciting. Oh, so it's for the creatives. I
Yeah.
love that. Oh, that's great. Well, so I wanted to make a note that before I forget that Curry Hair Skin and Nails will be offering a really sweet discount deal July 3rd and 4th. So make sure you just head over to the website or just Google Curry Hair Skin and Nails and it will pop right up on all Google searches. And they're offering 20% off all products. So just for July 3rd and 4th for the holiday, even though the salons will be closed both days. Am I correct, Randy?
Yes.
So
Yes.
all the salons will be closed July 3rd and 4th, but make sure you take advantage of this sweet offer.
Yeah.
I think I will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Online is, everybody's doing products online. So it's really good.
Oh, I'm sure. And if you think about it, majority of us purchase many things
Yeah.
online. So take advantage of
Yeah.
the sweet deal. Even if you're on the beach or at the shore and you're enjoying your hopefully you're off. Not everyone's off, but if you are, you can scroll over to Curry Hair Skin and Nails and you can take advantage of the discount, 20% off all products. I know I will. Speaking of products, I have to make note of this incredible product that I am obsessed with. So, this is the Carello or Carello. I give it a little Italian accent
I
to it,
love it. Yeah.
Carello, but Carello by Curry cleanser. I highly recommend this. So I fell in love with it immediately. So Randy uh, was so gracious to gift this to me and let me try it. Actually, he wanted me to test it out, right, Randy? You wanted me
Yep.
to test out the
Yeah.
products. You know, I'm going to be honest
Yeah.
with you, right? I don't sugarcoat it. I'm going to be honest. And he wanted me to test out this cleanser. And I am very particular about my skincare and what I put on my skin because I do have sensitive skin. I do suffer with lupus and I have to be very mindful of the products that I put on my skin. And I was like, you know what? I think I will because I do appreciate the ingredients. The main ingredients are olive oil and lavender. Very good for your skin and
Yeah.
very gentle. So I wanted to take advantage of this opportunity and test out the Gentle Facial Cleanser. And oh my goodness, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I highly recommend it. So is this part of the products that'll be 20%
Yeah. Yeah.
off?
Yeah.
Take advantage of this. This is a really, really good cleanser. It's gentle on your skin. It's not overly drying. And I did appreciate the fact that it did help wash away my makeup. I put on a lot of makeup for filming, whether it's for television or the podcast. And I'm always making sure that I'm reapplying and I'm making sure I'm touching up my makeup. So I have layers on top of layers of makeup. And I have to wash my face a couple of times
Yeah.
to really get the makeup off. And I was actually impressed with how it did that. And it didn't overly dry my skin because that's what you have to be careful with.
Both lavender and olive oil are good for reducing redness.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you have redness, if your face is sensitive, it's really good product.
Yeah, no, and the ingredients alone, you can. I mean, it says it right here. What does it contain? But it has no paraben, no mineral oils. I mean, and no silicone. I mean, it really does have great ingredients, and it smells good.
Yeah.
Right. It doesn't smell terrible. It smells really good. And the lavender, I mean, I appreciate. So take advantage of this opportunity. Make sure you make that purchase 20% off July 3rd and 4th. And one more additional plug I have to highlight the Carello by Curry Moisturizing Body Butter. Oh, yes. This is important, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, the gentlemen too. It's important to stay hydrated and keep your skin hydrated during the summer months. You may not think, oh, I'm not putting any moisturizer on my skin. I'm too hot. I think this is the most important time to moisturize your skin because even if you're going to the beach or the shore, your skin is dehydrating in the sun with the salt water and everything in moderation. And if you're maybe indulging or you're drinking alcoholic drinks over throughout vacation, you're dehydrating your skin. You have to hydrate. So yes, drink water, but also this moisturizer is incredible. I really, really appreciate it. And again, it has a lavender scent.
And it soaks in, like it doesn't like leave your skin greasy or.
Yes, I'm glad you made note of that. That was a really important detail that I almost forgot. It does not like go on like an oil where it's greasy, especially today. It's like almost 100 degrees outside with the humidity. My hair was a mess. As soon as I stepped outside, it was like all the curls fell out. I was like, okay, game over with the hair. But even with humidity and the hot weather, you put this on your skin, especially after you get out of the shower. Actually, that's the best time to use this is right after you get out of the shower. Your skin is clean. The pores are open. It'll really absorb the moisturizer so well. But this body butter goes on so smooth. And you're like you said, it's like velvet. Yeah. Like it's so smooth. I'm excited. I have both products at home. So obviously I'm 20% off July 3rd and 4th.
Yeah. And it's all about like relaxing and like applying the products after your shower. And it makes you feel good. It makes you ready to face the day.
Right? Exactly. And we are both firm believer in self-care. Oh, yeah. Right. And the beauty industry is a big industry and sometimes intimidating. So we thought, we should definitely start to encourage our listeners and viewers about some really great products that Curry Hair Skin and Nails offers. So you get your hands on it. And there was one other one. I know there's one other one that's really good that you introduced me to. It's the shower bomb. Is that what it's called? Oh, yeah. The shower bomb. Okay. So I never heard of a shower bomb. So for those of you, I know of bath bombs, but not the shower bomb. So Randy introduced me to it. So it's like a bath bomb, but it's for the shower. So it was like a little patch and you take it out of its wrapping and you put it in this, not patch, this, like a bag, like a netted bag, right? Mesh. A netted mesh. Yeah. That was the word I was looking for. A mesh. And you hang it right above the shower. Yeah. Right in the shower, anywhere, really in the shower. And if you're taking a nice hot shower, all the aroma of lavender is just in the entire shower. And it's so soothing to inhale and just smell that. And it's very relaxing. Immediately I fell in love. I'm like, this is perfect.
It's aromatherapy and it comes in different senses to calm you or rejuvenate you.
Do you know what other scents are offered? Oh. Okay, that's right. We're going to look up later, but the lavender was my favorite. Yeah. That was probably the best one.
I know eucalyptus.
Eucalyptus. Oh, that's very popular. Yes, eucalyptus is very popular. Well, I don't know if any of the Curry Hair Skin and Nails locations have any shower bombs. Maybe they do.
Just Glen Mills.
Glen Mills. Okay. 20% off. Yeah. Take advantage of this. These are great products, ladies and gentlemen, like really, really good products. I would not stand behind it if I didn't believe it. And I am, again, someone who's very particular. Randy knows I'm honest. Yep. I'm very particular about my skincare, my makeup, all products, any product line. And I'm very impressed with the Carello by Curry line and then all the additional lines that Randy carries and introduces me to. So I always like trying new and different things. So Randy's going to give me something new, something else to try next time, right? Yeah. And we'll talk about it on the show. Yeah. But other than that, are you preparing for the holiday weekend with family?
I think my boys are going to the beach. So
okay, what's the beach for them?
Avalon or Stone
Harbor. So they're going to the shore. Yeah. Got it. Okay, good shore points. Yeah. I love the beach and the shore. I love the salt water. I love the sand. I think it's so therapeutic, so healthy, and I hope and pray I can go this weekend too. The goal is yes. But I don't know. I have to see my schedule. So crazy. You know how crazy my schedule is, right, Randy?
Yes.
It's crazy, right? So I have a lot to do and a lot to catch up on, but I actually plan to take this time that may be quiet for our businesses to catch up.
Yeah.
I know that the restaurant industry for me up north is more of a quieter
Yeah.
weekend. I don't know. I'm assuming
Salons
the salons are quiet as
really
well.
quiet.
Right. So I'm taking this opportunity to play catch up. And that's what I'll be doing, even though it'll be quiet at the restaurant. I plan on playing catch up. So
Yeah.
hopefully I can make my way down to the shore. Um, I don't go to the Delaware beaches anymore. I go to Wildwood Crest and Diamond Beach. Have you ever been?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so beautiful. It's
Really.
so beautiful. It's right before Cape May.
Oh.
I fell in love. I fell in love with that area. I love the shore points. They're so beautiful. Nothing against Delaware beaches. I grew up going to Rehoboth Beach as well, but I fell in love with Wildwood Crest.
Yeah.
Really, really beautiful, and Diamond Beach. And it's just, the beaches are so much bigger. The sand is so clean, and it was just beautiful all around. So I'm hoping and praying that I'll be able to make my way down to the shore. So we'll see.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, right. Now, anyway, we have a very, very sweet guest for all of you. And I am very excited, along with Randy, to introduce her. So without further ado, let's get right to it. Kati Singley is the owner of CupKate's LLC, which is a passion hobby turned social media phenomenon known for bright and bubbly desserts. Entrepreneurship ran in the family, and Kati knew from a young age she had a drive to one day be an entrepreneur. Kati graduated from Archmere Academy and then St. Joseph's University with a bachelor's degree in marketing and entrepreneurship. After graduating, Kati went into corporate world for 3.5 years until deciding to ultimately take the leap and make CupKates a reality completely on her own in 2022. Kati is self funded and the sole owner. Getting what you want in life isn't just giving to you, it requires sacrifice and hard work. CupKate's first location is located in Greenville, Delaware, and CupKate's mission is to provide high quality custom baked goods to customers, essentially making their life sweeter. CupKates believes in the phrase make life sweet, and in their mission to create custom sweets in the efforts to make customers feel special and their events even more memorable. Without further ado, please welcome Kati Singley. Welcome, Kati.
Katie.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Oh, we're so excited to have you on the show. More importantly, we are excited about you to introduce yourself, to talk to the world about how this all unfolded, and we have a lot to talk about. And
Yes.
more, I was saying to Randy before we started, I was like, Randy, so did you bring the cupcakes, the cupcakes? And he goes, oh, well, okay, next time. So we're gonna have to
Yes.
we're just going to have to visit you at
Yes, come
store.
visit.
So where are you exactly located in Greenville?
So we are a door down from the Purebred. It's across the street from AI High School. So we're not the shopping center with Pizza by Elizabeth, but the one down from it.
Okay. You said it's right near Purebred Deli?
Yes.
I know exactly where that
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Okay, so
Right
this
there.
is a new storefront.
Yes.
When did you open?
We opened almost a year ago. I'm already planning our 1 year party. So September
Okay.
16th of
Okay,
last year. So
got it.
2022.
September. Got it. Yeah, it's super new because I love visiting Purebred Deli. It's one of my
Mhm.
favorite places to visit in the Greenville area, and I know that spot, and I have not seen your storefront, which means I haven't been to Pure Red Deli in a while because it's been since September. But this is incredible. I mean,
Thank you.
accomplishment for you, and congratulations for
Thank you
having
so
the
much.
courage to take the leap. So let's rewind a little bit. Let's
All right.
rewind a little bit. Tell us about the journey before it got to this point, because I'm sure it was a very interesting one. So
Mhm.
were you always a baker growing up?
I would say yes and no.
Hmm.
I was always creative. I was always wanting to make crafts as a child, doing like making whatever I could make. It was like clay, it was jewelry, it
Okay.
was painting. My mom was very creative, and that's kind of how I got into cakes was she started making like all my little cousins' birthday cakes and like my parents, everyone's birthday cakes for every holiday. So I kind of watched her do that, and it was like, oh, this is a new art form for me. I like doing this. And then the real story of how it actually happened was, I think I was in like 8th grade, and we had a really bad snowstorm. So we were like locked in the house for like 2 weeks. I guess it was that first snowstorm we had that was like so bad. So the Cake Boss marathons were on. So it's a very common story that everyone, you know, finds their love of baking through that show. But after that, I was like, okay, I can do this, and went to the store, got all the things I needed. And that's kind of where like the passion for it started. So I kind of switched my art medium to baking and decorating cakes from there.
Okay. So you took the leap and you were like, okay, this is where I'm
Yeah.
going to make the shift. And more power to you for having the courage
Thank
to
you.
do that, because it is intimidating. It is a little scary,
Yeah.
but I'm so happy that you saw that and not that need, but more so you recognized that you had this passion and you wanted to fulfill it even more. And that's so awesome of you for doing that and taking those steps.
And the
you.
pictures you post are beautiful. Like they
Thank
make
you.
feel really good, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Oh my
love
gosh.
taking pictures. Believe it or not, they're all from my iPhone. So,
Yeah, the
Wow.
beauty of our iPhones nowadays, you really
right?
can take some great content just from, the beauty in the palms of our hand. Look at those. Oh my God, look at those treats. Oh my goodness, I'm so hungry. Cookies, cupcakes. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
macaroons. Look at those. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
That looks so good. Randy, maybe we need
Yeah.
both of us need to just make an
Yeah.
appearance there.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
that's
You're
what we need
welcome
to do.
anytime.
Maybe we
Eh,
can do the show live
Yeah.
from
Well,
Yes.
we definitely need to make an appearance and check out this incredible bakery. So obviously you took the leap, you opened up, and how has been the journey almost 1 year?
Mhm. It's been great overall. The highs are high and the lows are low.
Right.
That's basically how it is. I guess I could say like some things that I could share is like nothing really truly prepares you. I thought that I was very prepared, and you don't know until you get in there and you open. I remember last year, like preparing to open, I was like, okay, well, what kind of schedule can I make of this? We need to do this. We need to organize that. And then it's like the doors open, and it's like, no, that's you don't
Mhm.
know until you're actually like doing it day to day.
Yeah.
So a lot of what you have to do is you have to adjust, you have to figure things out. It's like when I first opened, I didn't know if one person was going to show up. We had hundreds of people show up. So it's like you never really like know what's going to happen, how it's going to go, what certain
Right.
days look like,
Mhm.
how much you need. It's there's so many levels to it, as I'm sure you both know. But
Oh,
it's
yes.
I've never been a boss before, which is very new for me. I mean, I had an intern at my jobs before, but like learning how to manage people, let alone manage my product and the actual side of like baking and being hands-on in the business. It's a lot. And it's something like people don't actually see. It's like,
Mm,
yes, I work, but I go home and I work more.
Yeah.
that's right.
But
But
overall, it's great and I'm thankful for it. But it's not easy.
Yeah.
no,
It
and
doesn't change.
it doesn't.
Right.
It
I
doesn't.
wish
Yeah.
I could say it will be
Yeah.
better, but
Right.
it doesn't change.
It's
For
what you
both,
signed up for.
right. But for both of us that we understand small businesses and our own respective
Right.
businesses, we understand that you never stop working.
Yeah.
And
Right.
but there's that passion, that heart that we put into what
Exactly.
we're doing, and we continue to work hard every day, make the sacrifices
Right.
that are necessary. But I appreciate you saying that, the
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
there are ups and downs, and being
Mhm.
an owner and operator of any business, let alone an eatery, dealing with food.
Yes.
That's a whole
Mhm.
nother beast in itself.
It really
And,
is. Mhm.
there's so many layers, like you said, that people may not see that go
Mhm.
into the operation of the business, and especially a food business. And it's really neat to see the journey of a young business owner grow. And I love seeing new businesses open. I love seeing female bosses. I love seeing, I love women in business, and I'm a firm believer that we need to highlight that more and more and more,
Mhm.
because it's inspiring.
Yeah.
I
It really
always
is.
love to see it. I always love to feel inspired by other leaders
Mhm.
in the business world. And I know that going back to your product, you have a signature style and you're known for making bright, creative, unique treats.
Mhm.
So let's talk about that some more. I would love to,
Yeah.
share with our listeners and viewers a little bit more about your signature style and how you came to be CupKate.
Yeah. So yes, everything is bright and fun and colorful. I believe that our product not only has to taste good, but it has to look good.
Hmm.
We have that certain aesthetic about everything that we do. And I think that's what kind of makes us different. Like you could kind of go to the grocery store, get sweets or somewhere else and get sweets, but they look different and they
Hmm.
taste different. But yeah, the aesthetic is kind of what's really important to us, everything looking nice and presentable, and a lot of like our custom cakes to be custom for certain people's events and stuff like that. But like you were saying about the style that we have, I thought it was funny to note that when I was a child, my parents would tell me that, it wasn't a fashion show going to the grocery store every day. So that's kind of how I grew up. Everything was always extra over the top. So kind of
Right.
just been that way forever and took that into what I do.
My kind of place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Extra. I love it.
Seeing the cupcakes, it reminds me when I was a young boy, I used to want to eat the paper of the cupcakes
Oh, really?
because they're like cakes were like connected to the, and
Okay.
I
Yeah.
would, chew on it.
So you
Yeah.
wanted the flavor of that too.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Randy. Okay, whatever
Maybe,
floats
maybe
your boat.
I was kind of weird. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. I don't know if it was good for you, but if it worked for you. But Katie, as an entrepreneur, you faced a lot of challenges, I'm sure.
Mhm.
And we don't obviously we don't have enough time in the day to go through every challenge as an entrepreneur that we face.
Right.
But I always love to share a little sneak peek, a little tidbit of that story, of that journey, because I think
Mhm.
it's important to show a little of that transparency, that it's not all, you know, sunshine and flowers, and it's not
Right.
all perfect and picture perfect.
Mhm.
Like your treats are literally picture perfect, right? But the journey is not like that. So I'd love to,
Right.
if okay with this, I would love for you to maybe share an experience, share something that you overcame in your journey as an entrepreneur, especially through this past year.
Yeah. So I guess we can start with just actually starting a business is a lot harder than you actually think it is. From the time I saw the store that I wanted to the time I actually signed the lease was over a year. And then to the time I actually opened was another 8 months on top of that. So we were almost at a 2-year process to actually get that store from empty to my store. And
Mhm.
like as you think there's so many different layers and stuff underneath of that, I faced a lot of opposition. I starting this store with my own like money and a loan from the bank. So I didn't have any other funding. So I had to jump through hoops to kind of get that.
Mhm.
And so that was hard. Things got messed up at one bank. So I had to make a change, switch to another one, get things
Mhm.
going, and then working with like contractors and supply. I know we just came out of COVID, but still a lot of the contracting industry was a little bit behind. So I kind of had to deal with getting projects going, getting things up. Right when I opened the store, the cost of everything skyrocketed the summer of building the
Mhm.
store. So there's a lot of different bumps and things in that. Like I say, like I was given like, I don't know, like 20 chances to just throw the towel in, but I didn't. So I mean, the thing is you just have to keep pushing and overcome every obstacle. Like what I say a lot of like my job is problem solving. I get up, you go to work, you see the problems that we have. I have to solve those problems in order
Yes.
for us to move on and be successful. So a lot of like
Mhm.
what's going on is it's your reaction to the things that come up. I could have let a million things get me down and like never come back up, but it's the way that you react and move forward is I think how you can be successful.
Right, spot on. It's about problem solving all day,
You
every
know,
day.
Mhm.
some advice I could give, like I don't
Mhm.
view problems as good or bad, like
Mhm.
Right.
just stuff that happens and you have to
Yeah.
make a decision.
Yes.
It's part of every day,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. And it's something that it's okay to talk about. It's
Yeah.
okay for it to not be a smooth operation of that day. It's okay to have those bumps, those
Right.
hurdles. It's what you're going to do to make it better, learn from
Exactly.
it,
Yep.
and move forward.
Yep.
It's all
Mhm.
about learning, and we never stop learning at any phase in your business. And we can, Randy and I can both share on that, that we are always learning and always open-minded to learn. And we talk about
Right.
that even off camera, off
Yeah.
the podcast, that we're always open-minded to learning and growing. And I think that's really important, especially today's day and age.
Yeah. And you're relying on so many people. Like it's
Mhm.
not just
Mhm.
you. Like,
No.
Right.
so it's really hard.
Oh yeah. So we do
Yeah.
have a question from
Uh-huh.
one of our listeners. What is your biggest seller? All right. What's your top product? What are you known for?
Great,
So
great
this
question.
might be a surprise, but our banana pudding has actually been one of our top sellers. Um,
Wow.
I just introduced it when we opened the store, and we would sell out of it like every single day. So it's surprisingly the banana pudding is the top seller. I would say
Mm,
second, obviously cupcakes
mhm.
are basically every day. But our cookie dough cupcake is our most popular one. It has a
Sounds so
ball
good.
of edible cookie dough on it. You can see it's the pink one
Wow.
in that photo.
That sounds so good.
Yeah.
I was looking
Yeah.
at the other cupcakes with the Reese cups. Is that a Reese
Yes,
cup? Yes,
it
yes.
is.
I
Uh-huh.
knew it. I was like, that looks like a Reese cupcake. All right.
Yeah.
All right. We have another question from another listener. Any low
Okay.
fat or low sugar?
So not right now.
Okay.
We did launch like some protein balls and protein bites, and people just weren't into them.
Okay. Not
I
yet.
think that they're kind of coming here for the sugar. So, and I'm
Yes.
like, oh, we have this healthy thing. Everyone's like, ew, no, thank
No,
you.
not right
Um,
now.
but yeah, we've definitely tried some things. We'll definitely try more in the future.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay. Do you offer any vegan or dairy-free options or gluten-free?
So not yet. The
Okay.
thing with the gluten-free mostly is that I want to make sure it's in a safe environment. Our kitchen
Yes.
is very tiny, so we're at about like 500 square foot in our kitchen.
Mhm.
So we have like one double oven, and I know that there's a lot of specific rules with gluten-free. So especially because we have a convection oven, it blows things around. So this is things you like nobody would even think of.
Mhm.
So it could blow a crumb from something that's not gluten-free into it. So it gets complicated at different levels, but before we do it officially, I need to make sure everything's right.
Good.
Right,
So
right.
that
Oh,
just scares me a little bit.
one of our listeners says, "I love banana pudding." I was like, "So do
Yes.
I." I love banana pudding too. I think there is a restaurant in Delaware, and I'm gonna give them a shout out real quick because I love them. Two Stones Pub. Two
Oh
Stones
yeah.
Pub is a staple in Delaware, and they have a ton of locations. And a shout out to Stiggs. He's the owner of Two Stones Pub, and he has a phenomenal banana pudding dessert. Do you know what I'm talking about, Katie?
I actually was there 2 days ago. It's
Okay.
like a bread pudding. It was
Yes.
amazing. Yeah.
It's so
My
good, Randy.
boyfriend used to work at Two Stones, and he was like, "We have to go to this one." And I was like, "All right, let's go." And so we got that, and it was incredible. I almost ate the whole
Right?
thing.
Right. So if
Yeah.
you like banana pudding or bread pudding, you'll love the dessert from Two Stones, which means I have to come check out your dessert now, your banana pudding dessert.
Yes, you
I,
do.
I love bananas, but there's nothing like a banana pudding, right? So yeah, I've definitely had to make a shout out. So, okay, we have another question from one of our listeners. Do you use fresh ingredients, and where do you get them from? All right, so you don't have to completely
Yes.
answer where you get them from because I don't want you to give out all your secrets, right? But
We do
let's talk about your
fresh
ingredients.
ingredients. That's
Hmm.
something I pride myself on that differentiates us. So we use high quality, real ingredients. Our cupcake batters, our cookie batters, it's made from scratch. So
Excellent.
what you're getting is butter, real butter, sugar, flour. We use Ghirardelli cocoa powder in anything that's chocolate. I believe in using the highest quality to set us apart from others. And we also so a lot of our fresh dairy products come from High Point Farms, which is right down the road from us. So we're
Gotcha.
supporting local there.
There you go, supporting the local family business. I love that. Oh gosh, so let's talk about your packaging, which
Yeah.
I'm admiring. Right? Did you catch that? I know Randy and I are on the
It's
same
beautiful.
page.
Yeah.
Your
Yes.
packaging is
Yeah.
phenomenal. So let's talk about your
Thank you.
packaging a little bit more and what inspired
Yeah.
you to like bring that together.
So our packaging, I kind of worked on designing most of it. Sometimes I have some help with it now. One of my friends is really good at designing. But yeah, I've always thought that, just like with the aesthetic thing, it has to look good, tastes good. So the
Mhm.
package is part of that. And a lot of my packaging, I've come up with finding different things on the internet, searching for different websites, different inspiration, different bakeries out there. I know like my love of macaroons kind of started from this
Mhm.
bakery called Lingerie in
Mhm.
New York City. So I would go there in like high school. And I, thought it was the greatest thing ever. So their macaroon packaging inspired me because they have the little boxes.
Oh gosh. Well, I know I can answer this question for you. Someone asked, "How do you
Mhm.
stay so fit?" It's because she's working so
Yes,
hard in the
I
kitchen.
have to
So
sell the product.
right.
There's no time to eat
There's no
it.
time, right? I can answer
Yeah.
that question for you because you're working so hard to give the best product with that offers the best experience, I'm sure. And the
Mhm.
presentation alone speaks for itself.
What was the
Yeah.
largest cupcake order you ever had?
Oh.
So this Christmas we had an order of it was like a dozen got sent. It was like a corporate order.
Mhm.
So they gave these gifts to their clients at the holidays. So it was like a dozen cupcakes per client. And we did maybe like close to 20 to 30 dozen, upwards of that.
Wow.
Okay.
Um, I would probably say it was in the 30s because some clients had 2 dozen. But yeah, that for one day was a lot.
Wow.
Yeah, no, that's a lot, especially when
We're
you
so thankful for it, and we did
yeah,
it.
Yeah,
it's
that
a
that
small
was one of the
operation.
highs,
Right,
right?
and there will be many more.
Yeah,
That's the thing. This is
Exactly.
only the beginning, and
yeah.
Mhm.
it's many more, and I hope that you continue to get orders like that because, it
Thank you.
it is a lot of blood, sweat, and tears that go
Yeah.
into
Mhm.
the back end of things that many don't get to see. We
Right.
right now we all look put together, right? We all look put together for this beautiful, interview, but you should see us as behind the scenes. Our hair's pulled
Yeah.
back. We
Yes.
have the gloves on. Like I get it. I totally get it.
Mhm.
And I commend you for rolling up your sleeves and
Yeah.
doing it
Thank
the
you.
way you feel is best. That sets you apart from everyone else. And that's really
Right.
awesome of you. And I love that, you wanted to stay in Delaware. And that's awesome
I
because
did, yes.
we don't have enough bakeries, by the way.
Right.
A
No,
lot
yes,
the
that's something I
oh,
saw because
yes.
it was like I wanted to get myself, a birthday cake from somewhere. Growing up, it's like, well,
Mhm,
where do I go? I have to make it myself.
mhm. No, even
So,
the
saw a
pandemic
need for that.
through the pandemic, a lot of businesses closed, especially bakeries. I only know this because
Mhm.
I come from an Italian family that loves good bakeries and even just good bread. And before, we got into making bread at my restaurant, we would go to bakeries and we noticed that so many closed, and it was so sad to
Yeah.
see that. It's never good when a business closes, but
No.
there was a need, and I'm glad that you were the
Yeah.
person that was had the courage to step
Mhm.
up and do that. Oh, yes, we have another, listener said they will stop in and support.
Thank
Oh, they
you.
love that. We've had a lot of interaction today with our
Yeah. Yeah.
listeners and viewers. That's
Yeah.
always such a good sign, Katie.
Yeah.
Clearly, everyone is excited to check out your spot. So,
Thank you.
just to kinda reiterate, let's talk about how
Mhm.
can they find you? What's your website? Let our viewers and
Yeah.
listeners know about, how they can, follow you.
Yeah, so our Instagram is our most popular form of social media, the one that I'm most active on. So it's CupKate's Cake Bakery. And then it's CupKates with the K. So Instagram is where you can find us. You can see all sorts of pictures of everything. And on there, you can find links to our website, links to different menus, links to how to order. Our website itself is cupkatescakes.com. And on there is where you can find the contact form on how to place an order. A lot of things, their custom orders is our big thing. So like birthday cakes, we're getting into wedding cakes,
Mm.
events, showers, stuff like that. So on my website, I've done a lot of work to make it the most user friendly. So you're able to see sizes of cakes, options, prices, flavors, every piece of information you could see would be on there for you.
Do you offer fondant?
We do, yes.
Okay, I know that's
It's not
not
as popular,
right.
but
Yeah, it's and not many custom cake makers or businesses make that, and there's nothing wrong with that.
mhm,
I love fondant. I
it's
love buttercream icing
yeah,
too.
uh-huh. We like to use a lot of fondant accents. So if there's certain things we can make, like a bow or something, people like that a lot.
Oh, I love that. Okay, look. So who's this, Randy? Who's this? Mary Curry.
My wife.
Ah, Mary. Mary. Okay, so Mary just said, I have to say this out loud. I will watch the rest of this podcast later. I am on my way to Kate's for some yummy cupcakes now. Love that.
We are closed today, so don't actually
Okay,
go.
don't go. Okay, that's good. She probably was already
Tomorrow.
Come back. Yes. Okay. So what are your hours of operation? That's a good question. Yes.
Yeah. So we are Tuesday to Saturday.
Okay.
So Tuesday through Thursday, we're open 10 to 6.
Okay.
Fridays, we close at 4. And
Mhm.
Saturdays, we're 9 to 3.
Okay. And you're closed Sundays and Mondays?
Closed Sunday, Monday. Yes.
Okay. Excellent. Excellent.
But I do
Oh,
have
please.
a staff in there right now. So shout out to them and working
Aw.
hard on Mondays for me.
Yes, they're playing catch up, right?
Yeah.
We take our, there's no days off
Yeah.
as an
There's not.
entrepreneur.
No.
No
Yeah.
days
It's because we're
off.
closed. We're still working.
Exactly. We're always working, but we're always working towards our dreams and our goals and making sure the business continues to thrive. And Katie, was there anything else you wanted to mention that we didn't touch on? I know we had a chance to really go through so many awesome parts of your business and your story, which is so inspirational. Was there anything you wanted to mention that we didn't touch on?
Thank you. No, I don't think there's anything else specific. I mean, like you said, we could talk about business forever. But I think
Yes.
everything was touched on, and I appreciate the opportunity.
Yes.
I
Please,
have
Randy.
another question.
Mhm.
What was your favorite cake design? Like, what was you're most impressed with yourself?
So I've done a couple like 2-tier, almost 3-tier cakes that I've done that are really pretty. I just did a really cute circus one.
Oh,
Um,
fun.
yes, and that one was really fun. My most favorite like trend that's going on right now is the heart cakes.
Mm.
So they're these like vintage style hearts with fun piping and beads, and a lot of people will put like the number in pearls of their age. But yeah, the heart cake trend is my favorite that's going on right now.
Awesome. Wait, do you offer chocolate covered strawberries?
We do, yes.
Okay, that's always good
Oh,
to
I love
know. You know, a
Mhm.
nice gift for a loved one
Yes.
or a friend. Or, I always say chocolate. No, everybody loves chocolate covered strawberries. You don't just need to gift chocolate covered strawberries around Valentine's Day or Mother's Day. You can
Right.
gift it all year long.
Yes.
Well, Katie, thank you so much for taking time out of your
Thank
very
you.
busy schedule to join us here on our Pronto podcast. And we wish you continued success as you make it to 1 year. So I'm going to say it,
Yes.
happy 1 year.
Yeah.
You're
Thank
right
you.
there. Okay. You're right there.
Almost there.
And that is a something to be very proud of for yourself and
Thank
your
you.
team. And I wish you again continue success and lots of luck.
Thank you
Yes.
so much.
Of course, of course. Now, all right, wait, rewind. You're right. Randy, that's why I have you here. Wait, oh, she left. Oh, darn. I was going to say, yes, okay,
here.
come back. Okay,
Good,
good.
thank
I
you.
was like, wait a second. Wait, the most important thing. That's why I have you, Randy. You help. You see, he always says, no, Vincenzo, that's why I have you. No, we have each other to help remind each other. We got so excited. I was ready to go. I was excited about the cupcakes. So, Katie, as our traditional question, we love to ask at the conclusion of our podcast, and we had to ask. That's why we had to bring you back, right? If you could interview anyone from the past or present on a podcast, who would they be and why?
So this could go many different ways for many different things, but I'm going to stick to the business baking theme. And I would say I would interview Buddy Velastro of Cake Boss,
Oh,
just
yes.
because I think he's done so much with, obviously starting with the bakery and the show. Like he has pizza places now, he has restaurants, they have cake
Mhm.
vending machines I've seen on
Mhm.
college campuses.
Mhm.
So I think I would like to chat with him about how, he ended up there and, what it took to get there, all the business behind the scenes, the processes, and kind of, also ask him about day-to-day bakery things and, insights on stuff like that. So
Yes.
that would be my person.
That was a perfect one.
Yeah.
I totally agree. I think that would
Yeah.
be perfect for you because you're at the beginning of this journey and he is so successful and has been through highs and lows because he's been very transparent with his journey through television and being a personality, a TV personality.
Yeah.
And he's been through some highs and lows. And I've also followed his journey. And I think that's so perfect.
Yeah.
Yes. Good one. That's
Yeah.
a good one. I like that one. All right. Well, Katie, thank you
Thank you,
again for
Katie.
joining us. Please follow Katie at CupCakes Cake Bakery on Instagram or CupCakes CupCakes.com. And we promise to come visit you.
Yes, I can't wait.
All right.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Katie.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So awesome.
Yeah, positive energy.
Yes. And I love it. Like I am all about women in business. I'm
Yep,
all
yeah.
about it. You know me. I am all about it. I'm for it. I champion it because it is so, running a business is already hard.
Right.
And as a women in business, we're still breaking those barriers. Okay. And I speak from experience. We're still breaking those barriers. And it's always so inspiring to see another a woman in business and really being a leader in her community. And I love that she did a shout out to her staff and her team, because it does truly take a village.
Yeah.
Right. What would we do
And
without our team?
Out of the 18 episodes, we had one guy.
No way.
I think so.
Really?
Fred from Nutrafol.
No, 2. Dennis Carradine from the Trauma Survivors Foundation and Hospital
I'm sorry,
Heroes.
Dennis, I forgot.
That's okay. No, I was like, wait a second, really?
Yeah.
But wait, are we sure? All right.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to apologize if we forgot someone. We're going to do our research,
Yeah.
but that's a good sign. That means we're getting up to 20 soon. Thank you, John, for saying this was one of your favorite episodes. But it was definitely a sweet one for us because I mean, I'm on a cupcake right now. I'm so hungry. You know who she should partner with? Hotel DuPont. Yeah. Do they still offer macaroons here?
Yeah.
They still, okay. That's what they're known for.
Spark is their partner.
Okay. Well, maybe they'll have a guest appearance. Yeah. I'm sure they're always looking for, upcoming bakers. But she's got a lot on her plate. Yeah. She's doing great things in Greenville, Delaware. So make sure you check out CupKate's Cake Bakery right in Greenville, Delaware. Oh my gosh. We have to go check that out for sure. Well, another great episode, Randy, as always. And 18, we got to get to 19, and then 20 is going to be a good one. But we're always looking for special guests to join us on our Pronto podcast. So if you are interested in joining us, definitely contact one of us. We're always looking for great guests to give you a platform to speak on your organization or your mission, or just want to get the message out there. It could be lifestyle, it can be beauty, influential, inspiring. We love to, showcase all. So definitely reach out. We're always looking. And Randy, I hope you have a phenomenal weekend and spending time with family. Rest. Me too. I want to get to the beach or the shore. But I look forward to that. But make sure you stay tuned for our next episode. You can just check out our social media pages and you can follow when our next episode will be and who will be on our Pronto podcast. I'm at Chenza or at Randy J. Curry on Instagram, but you can follow us on all social media platforms, and more importantly, at Curry Hair, at Curry Hair Skin and Nails as well. You can go to the Curry Hair Skin and Nails website and you can check out the 20% holiday discount discount code that they're offering July 3rd and 4th. You got to get your facial cleanser with olive oil and lavender, or your body butter. I'm going to take these home with me. Randy, is that okay if I take these home with me?
Of course.
Okay, I'm taking these home with me. But everyone have a great weekend. Thank you for joining us. And pronto, Randy.
Pronto, Vincenza.